Ever felt like life was pushing you to the edge, testing you, breaking you down piece by piece? Like no matter what you do, things just won't fall into place. What if I told you that this chaos, this storm of failures, setbacks and loneliness isn't random? That it's not here to destroy you but to prepare you? Most people don't see it. They mistake struggle for failure. They believe the pain means they're stuck, that they're losing, that things will never change. But that's a lie. The truth? The hardest moments in your life are the final test before something big shifts. There are clear signs that transformation is closer than you think. Signs that most people overlook because they're too focused on what's going wrong. But here's the warning. If you don't recognize these signs, you might miss your breakthrough entirely. You might give up right before your life takes a turn for the better. The universe isn't punishing you. It's trying to wake you up. It's stripping away the old so you can step into something greater. So ask yourself, are you paying attention? Or are you too distracted by the struggle to see what's coming? In this video, I'll show you 7 undeniable signs that your life is about to change. If these are happening to you, get ready, because you're standing at the edge of a transformation. The question is, will you push through or will you give up too soon? Before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because the insights I'm about to share might just change everything. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Feeling lost. It's not the end. It's the beginning of your transformation. Have you ever felt like you're standing in the middle of nowhere, unsure which way to go? Like every choice you've made is now in question. Your job, your relationships, even your purpose. It's like the ground beneath you is shifting, and no matter what you do, you can't find stable footing. It's terrifying. It feels like failure. But what if I told you this isn't a sign that your life is falling apart? What if this is proof that something bigger is coming? Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually you've been planted. Christine Kane. Feeling lost isn't a punishment. It's a transition. The most disoriented moments in life don't happen when you're stuck in the same routine. They happen when your old life no longer fits, but your new life hasn't fully arrived yet. It's the space between who you were and who you're becoming, and that space is uncomfortable. Think of a butterfly inside its cocoon. It's dark, it's suffocating, it struggles, pushing against the walls, trying to break free. It doesn't know that this fight is the very thing that strengthens its wings. Without the struggle, it would never fly. The same is happening to you. This confusion, this discomfort, it's your cocoon breaking. But here's where most people go wrong. They resist. They panic. They cling to their old life, afraid to let go. But growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the unknown. The people who never feel lost are the ones who never truly evolve. Those who embrace the uncertainty, who sit with it instead of running from it, come out stronger, wiser, and ready to step into the life they were meant to live. So if you feel lost right now, don't see it as an ending. See it as a beginning. A breaking point isn't the same as a breaking down. It's a breakthrough waiting to happen. Trust the process. Something greater than you can imagine is taking shape. Number 2. Losing people? It's not rejection. It's redirection toward who you're meant to be. Have you noticed people drifting away? The ones you once laughed with, the ones who once understood you. Suddenly, they feel distant. Conversations that used to flow effortlessly now seem strained. Some friends disappear without a reason. Others seem uninterested, even resentful, as if your growth is something they can't accept. It hurts. It makes you wonder, did I do something wrong? Am I the problem? But what if I told you this isn't a loss? It's a sign that something big is about to change in your life. Some people come into your life as blessings. Others come into your life as lessons. Mother Teresa. When you start evolving, your energy shifts, your mindset changes, and not everyone can handle that. The truth is, when you level up, not everyone can come with you. Some people were only meant to walk with you for part of your journey, to teach you, to challenge you, to prepare you. But they were never meant to be in your future. Think of a rocket launching into space. At a certain height, parts of it fall away, not because they were useless, but because their job is done. If they stayed attached, they would hold the rocket back from reaching its full potential. And yet, this is where most people make a mistake. They cling to the past. They try to force connections that no longer fit. They chase people who have already let go. But when you hold on to what's no longer meant for you, you block the ones who are. So if you're feeling lonely, if people are fading from your life, don't see it as rejection. See it as alignment. The universe is making space for the right people, the ones who will match your future, not just your past. One day, you'll look back and realize losing those connections wasn't the worst thing that happened to you. It was the best, because it freed you for something greater. Don't resist it. Embrace it. If this message spoke to you, like this video, subscribe for more powerful insights and share in the comments. Which of these signs have you experienced? Number 3. Say yes. Small opportunities lead to big breakthroughs. Have you ever felt like life has been pushing you down for so long that you've almost stopped expecting good things to happen? Like no matter how hard you try, you keep running into closed doors, rejections, losses, dead ends. You start believing that maybe it's just not meant to be. And then, out of nowhere, something shifts. It's not the big break you were waiting for, just a small opportunity, a random job offer, a financial break, a new connection, an idea that sparks excitement. It might seem insignificant at first, easy to dismiss. But here's the truth, this is not random. This is a sign. The moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before the miracle happens. Don't give up. The universe rarely hands out success on a silver platter. It doesn't show up with a flashing sign that says, "Here's your big moment." Instead, it whispers. It leaves clues. It places small stepping stones in front of you, waiting to see if you'll recognize them. But most people don't. They ignore these tiny doors because they don't look the way they expected. Think about it. How many life-changing success stories start with someone accidentally stumbling upon an idea, a meeting, or a random twist of fate? More than you think. But those people paid attention. They didn't brush off the opportunity just because it seemed too small. Here's where most people fail. They wait. They think, "I'll act when the perfect moment comes." But there is no perfect moment. If you hesitate, if you let doubt creep in, you'll miss the sign completely. Even the smallest opportunity can be the spark that ignites your greatest transformation. So if doors are starting to crack open, even slightly, walk through them. Explore. Say yes. Because the thing you think is just a small opportunity might actually be the first step toward the life you've been waiting for. Number 4. Listen to your gut. That urge for change isn't random. Have you ever woken up and felt it? That deep, nagging sense that something in your life just isn't right anymore. The job that once felt exciting now drains you. Your daily routine feels like a loop, repeating itself with no real purpose. Even the people around you, the ones you once felt connected to, no longer inspire you. And deep inside, there's this feeling you can't ignore. A pull, a whisper, a knowing that you're meant for something more. Most people brush this off. They tell themselves, it's just a phase, I should be grateful, change is risky. But here's what they don't realize. That feeling isn't confusion. It's your soul screaming at you. You will never be able to escape from your heart. So it is better to listen to what it has to say. Paulo Coelho. Think of it like a pair of shoes. Once they fit you perfectly. You ran, you walked, you felt comfortable. But now they're too tight. Every step feels painful. You can force yourself to keep wearing them, but at some point, the discomfort becomes unbearable. The only way forward? Take them off. Find something that fits the person you've become. The same thing happens in life. The more you resist change, the more life will push back. The job that once felt safe will start to suffocate you. The relationships that once felt secure will become strained. Even the life you built will start feeling like a prison. Because when you've outgrown a chapter, staying in it hurts more than leaving it. This restless energy you're feeling, it's not a mistake. It's a signal. The universe isn't punishing you. It's nudging you, pushing you, challenging you to step into something greater. If you ignore it, you'll stay stuck. If you listen, you'll step into the life you were always meant for. So, what will you do? Stay in shoes that no longer fit? Or step into the unknown and claim the future waiting for you? Number 5. Upgrade yourself. Self-improvement is a sign you're leveling up. Have you ever felt an unstoppable urge to improve yourself? Like something inside you is waking up. Suddenly, you're drawn to books you never cared about before. You find yourself watching motivational videos, absorbing life lessons, questioning old habits, and replacing them with better ones. It's as if a new version of you is being built from the inside out. Most people think self-improvement happens by choice, that one day you just decide to be better. But the truth is, you don't wake up craving growth for no reason. That hunger, that restlessness, that drive, it's a sign. Your mind is preparing you for what's next. You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them. Michael Jordan. Think about it. No one trains for a marathon unless they're about to run one. No athlete, no leader, no visionary suddenly wakes up one day, obsessed with growth, unless they're stepping into something bigger. Your subconscious already knows. New opportunities, new challenges, and new blessings are on the way. And it's pushing you to be ready. Your mindset is shifting because your reality is about to shift. The version of you that's coming needs to be sharper, stronger, and more prepared than ever before. But here's what most people don't realize. Self-improvement isn't just a phase. It's an announcement. It's proof that your struggles weren't wasted, that the lessons you've learned are about to be used for something greater. But this is where many people stop. They feel the pull toward growth, but they ignore it. They convince themselves they don't have time, that they're fine where they are. And that's how they miss their breakthrough. So if you feel this deep need to grow, embrace it, lean into it. Don't silence that voice telling you to be more than you were yesterday. This isn't just self-improvement. This is your transformation phase. Your future is knocking. Are you ready to answer? Number 6. Don't break. Setbacks are just the final test before success. Have you ever felt like life is throwing punches from every direction? Just when you fix one problem, 2 more show up. Every step forward feels like you're sinking deeper into quicksand. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and worst of all, it makes you question whether you're even on the right path. Maybe you've told yourself, if things were meant to work out, it wouldn't be this hard. But what if I told you that this isn't a sign of failure? It's proof that you're on the verge of a breakthrough. The moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before the miracle happens. Don't give up. Unknown. Life isn't punishing you, it's preparing you. Before every major transformation, the universe tests you, shakes you, and pushes you beyond your limits. Why? Because success isn't just about what you gain. It's about who you become along the way. If everything came easily, you wouldn't grow. You wouldn't be ready for the next level. Look at the most powerful, successful people in history. Almost all of them faced overwhelming setbacks right before their biggest breakthroughs. Oprah was fired from her first job. Steve Jobs was kicked out of his own company. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter changed her life. The common thread? The struggle shaped them into the person who could handle what was coming. Think of an archer pulling back a bowstring. The farther back it's pulled, the more force it has when released. Right now, your setbacks are pulling you back, not to break you, but to launch you forward. So if you feel like nothing is working, if you're drowning in failures and rejections, don't give up now. This is your turning point. Life isn't tearing you down. It's building you into the person who can handle what's next. Hold on just a little longer, and you'll see. Everything is falling apart just so it can come together in ways you never imagined. If this message spoke to you, like this video, subscribe for more powerful insights and share in the comments. Which of these signs have you experienced? Number 7. Trust the calm. Feeling peace in chaos. Means you're on the right path. Everything around you is falling apart. Your finances are tight. Relationships are crumbling. Challenges keep piling up like waves crashing one after another. By all logic, you should be panicking. You should be drowning in stress, scrambling to fix everything. But instead, you feel strangely calm. This doesn't make sense, right? It's almost eerie, like standing in the eye of a storm while the world around you gets torn apart. And yet, in that stillness, you just know something is about to change. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to cope with it. Mahatma Gandhi. This feeling isn't denial. It's not you giving up. It's deeper than that. It's your soul recognizing the truth before your mind does. It knows the struggles you're facing aren't here to destroy you. They're here to align you with something greater. Most people believe peace comes after everything settles, that once the problems are solved, they'll finally breathe easy. But those who are about to step into a breakthrough experience peace before it happens. Why? Because their intuition already knows the outcome. Think of a person going through the hardest time of their life, yet carrying themselves with quiet strength. They're not bitter, not broken. They just have this knowing. They see the storm, but they also see beyond it. They understand that every setback, every loss, every painful moment is shaping them for what's next. The hardest battles come before the greatest victories. The storm isn't here to ruin you, it's clearing the way. And when you feel calm in the middle of chaos, it's because your spirit already knows. You've already won. So if you're feeling that deep, unshakable peace, trust it. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The signs are there. You just have to recognize them. Feeling lost, losing people, facing setbacks, craving change, or sensing a deep calm in chaos. These aren't coincidences. They're signals that something greater is unfolding. Most people ignore them, fearing the unknown. But those who embrace them, they transform. If any of these signs resonate with you, don't resist. Trust the process. Your best days are ahead. If this message spoke to you, like this video, subscribe for more powerful insights and share in the comments. Which of these signs have you experienced? Let's grow together.